एवरीवन, अपनी कार्ल मार्क्स की सीरीज को कंटिन्यू करते हैं। आज का लेसन है हिस्टोरिकल मटेरियलिज्म। व्हाट इज हिस्टोरिकल मटेरियलिज्म? एज द वर्ड डिपिक्ट्स, इट इज मेड अप ऑफ टू वर्ड्स, हिस्ट्री एंड मटेरियलिज्म. So history is related to change and materialism is change by applying the rule of dialectical materialism. आपने dialectical materialism के लिए पहली क्लास अटेंड की होगी. So it is the process by which we try to understand the process of change. Marx believed that it is not the ideas that determine social existence of material, but it is the social existence of material that determines the consciousness. So again वही वाली बात है कि पहले चेंज आइडियाज में नहीं, पहले सोशल एग्जिस्टेंस मटेरियल के अंदर चेंज आएगा. Then there are three basic needs according to Marx. What are these? You know, post it in the comments. So the chief factor determining the changes is economic factor. And according to Marx, it is the only factor responsible for the social change. The fulfillment of three basic needs requires production. And example, why agriculture production when they were gathering and hunting? Obviously, it was required for their survival. So when there was no education, social or political elements, or even a cultural element, it was the only economic factor which was driving these social changes. Coming to the mode of production. Mode of production is comprised of two things, materials and social relations. In the materials, there is forces of production, which comprise of human labor, which provides the manpower, and then there are means of production, which can be natural or man-made. In natural, there is soil, water, air, and raw materials. And in man-made, there are instruments, tools, machines, and factory. In social relations, these are relations of production between the upper and lower class and among the lower class. So I have written false consciousness. That means till the time the relations between upper class and lower class is good, there is false consciousness. The lower class workers will be very happy. Even when they are getting very minimum wages, they will be happy. Among lower class, full consciousness. That means when they will realize, when they will gang up and they will realize that they are being exploited a lot, then they will unite together and they will form a revolution. They will revolt against these owners and industrialists. That means then there will be 100% unity and they will be awakened. According to Marx, these social relations were very important. So coming to the modes of production in different stages, according to Marx, there were 5 stages, if you have watched the previous lesson. So coming to the first stage, primitive community. So there were mode of production in primitive community also. Here the materials, the forces of production were owned by the community, and there was no upper class and lower class. All people were equal and resources were distributed uniformly. So the relation of production among common people. So there was no distribution in that. Coming to the feudal mode of production, again these forces of production remain the same. There will be human labor, manpower, which will be provided by the workers or the lower class, and the means of production will be owned by the feudal lords. So in the relations of production, it will be between the feudal lords and the workers, and again there will be false consciousness, and full consciousness will come among the workers when they will realize that they are being exploited, and then they will revolt against the feudal lords. Coming to the capitalistic mode of production, again it is the same thing. Workers will provide human labor, manpower, and forces of production. Means of production will be owned by the industrialist, and the relations will be good between upper and lower class. Till the time they are in false consciousness, they will think that our industrialist is very good. They are giving us jobs. They are giving us good wages. But when they will unite together and they will realize that they are being exploited, then full consciousness will come and they will revolt against the industrialists or capitalists and abolish their status. Coming to the mode of production again, Marx said that ownership is the problem that created this division. So owners or the industrialists, they wanted maximum profit by doing surplus production, and they gave very few wages or least wages to the workers, and this causes contradiction between the upper class and the lower class, or the industrialists or the workers. So there will be a thesis and an antithesis again. Thesis will be for and antithesis will be against. So here thesis, the industrialists which want their profit, and antithesis, the workers who want their proper wages, or they want to abolish the status of industrialists. So they will lead to compromise changes. First, the changes will be quantitative, like the workers will unite together, they form a society or something, and then they will get their proper wages, or the wages will be increased. But small these quantitative changes, small strikes and union will fights will lead to accumulation of a big change, and it will result in qualitative change and abolition of the status of industrialists, and thereby they will abolish their own status as well. So question time. You can answer these previous or questions like compare the two ages, feudal age and capitalistic age. Also describe modes of production in a primitive community. In the next chapter, we will be talking about superstructure and substructure described by Marx. Please subscribe to the channel and comment and share this channel. Thank you.